Okay, a recommendation from someone led me to doing a little bit of rethinking as to why I, at this point, was using this. I started using this a while back. It is not a audio device. It's not a, it's just a switch that audio comes into and audio goes out of. I had a reason for using it in the past, and I used it for a long time. And then things changed, but I sort of continued using it. And so somebody left a comment, and I thought, yes, why am I using it? It's not a sound card. I'm not adjusting my volume or audio input or whatever. And so I just disconnected this thing, and here we are with this working. Apparently, I know I just could hear some volume. I was watching a movie. And I see the speaker thing for the it got to wave 3. I see it responding. So this should be working now. And I've eliminated something on my desk. And so I'm wondering what should I change? I'll see what this video sounds like. So since I'm simplifying things, I'm thinking maybe of adding that camera that I just, because I had 2 cameras going, I'm thinking about adding it back. Also, the speakers that I have a bunch of speakers. But I've got one that's sort of nice, and I'm thinking of adding it back, changing it, So we'll see. Maybe I'll stop this video and maybe I'll hook the other audio device up. I would just need to supply it with USB power, and then I wonder if I would need to supply it with an audio input, because it has a USB for power, and then has a USB connector that would connect into the computer. So then I think that it would know about the audio channel. Although this appears to be working okay. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Keep it simple. That's been my long time belief. And right now I've simplified this thing a little bit. Let's see what's going on, by the way, here in the world. What's going on in the world? Arctic sea level reaches record lows. That's not good. American nurse and child kidnapped in Haiti, and the U.S. State Department has ordered departure of non-emergency personnel from Haiti. I think we have a lot of missionaries down in Protestant missionaries, I think mainly down there. And Antarctica is missing an Argentina-sized amount of sea ice, and scientists are scrambling to figure out why. Wind and solar are propping up Texas power grid amid a brutally long heat wave. We had the Texas power grid fail back a few years ago, and hundreds of people died. Unprecedented ocean heat is changing the way sharks eat, breathe, and behave. This month is the planet's hottest record by far, and the hottest in around 120,000 years, scientists say. Oh. Scientists are making important discoveries, tickling rats. Oh, why would scientists be tickling supporters of Donald Trump? That's strange. Maybe I have misunderstood this. I'm not sure if you saw Mitch McConnell freezing at that press conference. And apparently it's happened to him before. And if you see that 30 seconds or so, because the camera's right there on him, and that look on his face and everything, he's definitely got some problems, and he needs, to do whatever the doctor says. And I sorted out, maybe the doctor that he has is going to say, oh, yes, continue till you drop over. Even if you're incapacitated, continue, But I mean, a real doctor would be saying, you need to take it easy. But these people, and it's not just Republicans in this case, because the senator out in California, she's in terrible shape. I mean, apparently terrible, terrible shape. She should not be a member of Congress, or she shouldn't be anybody. She'd be at home being taken care of by nursemaids or something. But she's not relinquishing. I'm not sure she knows what's going on, but she's not relinquishing. And naturally, her staff are well paid, and they're, as long as she's alive and she hasn't resigned or whatever, they got a nice job and they have some power. I'm sure they have some power that she would not intend for them to have, but they can do it because they sign papers for her and do whatever's, Let's see. By the way, I hope there's not a tone or something, because certain tones I can't hear. And I hope that perhaps you're not, that perhaps that you're hearing those, because I wouldn't be able to hear them. Oh. I don't know what kind of dog this is down here, but it says the 20 best dog breeds for families with kids. I've seen dogs like that, YouTube videos of dogs like that, and they seem like the sweetest, nicest, lovingest dog, When I was a kid, we had a Cocker Spaniel for a long, long time, lady. And when we spent the summer in Barnwell, South Carolina, my father was a boilermaker and working on the H-bomb plant. And we spent the summer there, and it was hot in Georgia. And why did that dog remind me of that? Oh, well, we took our dog Lady, there. Then after Lady died, and she died when I was in high school at some point, went to a Catholic high school, I knew she was sick. And so I was riding the bus, Vine Street bus, going to 18th and Vine, buying me a bottle of Kansas City wine. I was the only white person that rode that bus. Maybe the driver might have been white, but the Vine Street bus. But I was quietly and to myself praying for my dog, Lady, on the way home. And when I got home, I found her dead in front of the refrigerator. She was a good dog. We had, for a short period of time, a Cocker Spaniel before her. She was a Cocker Spaniel. And that dog was a son of a bitch. It'd get up on the couch, and if you tried to get it off of the couch, it was snapping at you, going to bite you if you tried to get her off of there. I heard the dog, I don't remember its name, barking or whatever. We lived on an alley, a corner lot, a terrace lot, 2020 East 20th Terrace, Kansas City, Missouri. And I could hear the dog barking. And it was getting further away. And I looked for the dog, no dog. And luckily, I'm surprised whoever took the dog didn't bring it back. But my parents advertised in the paper, lost dog, Cocker Spaniel, And a butcher called from someplace. He said, I think I've been feeding a dog here, and I think it's your dog. And my parents went, it wasn't our dog, but that was Lady, and they brought her home. And we had a wonderful dog. Then after that, we had a Labrador Retriever. My dad was, like I said, a boilermaker, and he was working in Iowa, I think it was. And the local union covered 4 states. And he was up there working, and I don't know how, but he ended up going to a place that raised Labrador Retrievers, and he brought a puppy home. And so I got a book from a pet shop or whatever that talked about Labrador Retrievers and the good points and all that kind of stuff, how to care for them, that kind of stuff. And I thought, this doesn't, because this dog was just jumping all over the place, running and jumping in your arms and just doing all this kind of stuff. And I thought, that doesn't, not what the book says about these dogs, you know. And it turned out it had distemper. And then, you know, my mother took it to a vet, and the vet said, you know, you need to, you know, I forget how he put it. I didn't go, you know, need to put it down. And she took it to another vet, and, you know, finally it died. So my parents got a dog from the same place where my dad bought that. And it was bigger, and it was related, you know, to, except it didn't have distemper. And then it acted the way the manual said, you know. My parents and I, we had her for a long time after that. I really like German Shepherds. And when we had our tropical fish shop, we got one. I forget, somebody gave it to us or something. And I loved that dog, but we had two guys in our backyard that were building a shed so we could store stuff in the shed in the backyard. And the dog was out there. The dog was just fine. And we had a swing for about, at that point we had two kids, LaDonna and Hillary, and they were swinging on the swing, and I guess the guy thought the kids were cute or whatever, and he walked over towards them, and the dog went for him. And he turned around and went back to working on that shed. And that was, I mean, that temperament that I liked and everything like that. And then we had to the house a special delivery letter or something delivered, and the mailman reached in to hand it to my wife, Darlene, and the dog went for the mailman, and so we had to get rid of it. You know, we got it a good home. But man, I love that dog. Just the perfect temperament that you want a dog to have, I guess, unless, you know, unless you don't want to be sued or have some dog, you know, chew up your mailman or something. Okay, this is going to be sort of a test. I think this is going to work out okay, and I've eliminated something, simplified the thing. Now the thing is, I guess I'll mess with this a while, and then in a day or two, where is that speaker? Let me stop and see if I can find that speaker and bring it over and show it to you. Don't touch your mouse. Okay, whoops. Better get to a little bigger viewer here for you. Here it is, creative stage. On the back is a USB, small. I'm not sure if that's micro, if that's, input. Then there's a regular, 3.5 jack, and then there's a regular USB, and let's see if I have enough light here to read this. Where's my flashlight? Ooh, wait a minute, I got these. So here it says creative stage. USB, let's see. Model number, then I can't read what it says. Input. I can't read what the next word says. Then it says user outputs 5 volts. And then I don't know, it has a number, 204-820417. So I do know that I've used this before. This will connect. Whoops! This will connect by, you know, Wi-Fi and everything else. So the disadvantage of this is if you have your computer running, you know, like I do, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I think it'll stay connected okay. If not, if your computer shuts down, then after a while, it waits. After a while, then it shuts down because it thinks you're not, you know, not using it. I'm not going to plug this in now, but I'm going to stop this video. I mean, upload this video, see what it sounds like. I mean, what this video sounds like, and then I'll see about hooking this up because it has a really good sound to it. I'll try to find the link for it too. Oh, there's some switches here on the. Let's see if they show up. No, not really. Okay. I'm going to stop this and see what this sounds like. I think it's going to be good news. Then I'll hook this up and see how that sounds for me. So thank you very much.